What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. This one's from Synapse Films. This is actually the bonus movie on this particular Blu-ray, but it's tied into the main movie. The main movie is The Creep Behind the Camera, which I'll do a separate review for. This review is for the bonus movie, The Creeping Terror. This is a pretty infamous movie if you're a B-movie fan or, bad movie fan. It's about an alien rocket that lands on Earth. A huge shambling carpet comes out with vacuum cleaner tubes and gross patches of hair, and it starts eating people very slowly. Just looks like they're just pulling them under the carpet, essentially. The law enforcement tries to stop them. The military comes in. Nobody can stop this thing. It's just eating everybody. And then the movie is just kind of, is it going to eat everybody? Why is the alien here? They inspect the rocket to find out if they can find out where it came from or why it's here, and that's pretty much the movie. This is, like I said, it's a very infamous movie for being pretty terrible. I think it has a much better pace than a lot of movies like this. Obviously, the creature's terrible, but at least we get to see it a lot. Like, a lot of movies will hide their bad monsters, and you only get to see them in the shadows and stuff, but this one, you get to see it all the time in all of its glory, and I think that's really cool. I like that. I think the pacing is pretty decent. It's not super great. It's definitely got some slow parts in it, but you get to see the monster eat a ton of people, interact with a ton of people. Crazy stuff happens to the monster. It dry humps a car, like for a long time. It gets attacked by a guy with a guitar. It gets shot at. It eats all kinds of people. Just at least you get to see the monster do something. Obviously, it's a pretty jank movie, other than just like how bizarre the monster is. I guess the audio elements got damaged in production, and they didn't want to spend the money to bring the actors back, so they just had a narrator come in. So some scenes are really like super bizarre, and like the actors will begin to talk, but you can't hear them. Then the narrator's like, and that's when he told him that the alien was harvesting people to get information. And it's like so bizarre because he's just telling you the dialogue, but just saying like, this is what Frank said, this is what so-and-so said. It's really weird. I can see how people would find it annoying. I actually think after a while it just gets really funny because it's so bizarre. And in a movie like this, you're looking for anything you can hold on to that might be entertaining. I actually think The Creeping Terror is not as bad as its reputation leads you to believe. To me, a bad movie is one that's boring, doesn't have any redeeming value to it. This one, I think, has a lot of redeeming value. It has a terrible monster that's infamous in cinema history. It's got this bizarre narrator. It's got the guitar attack. It's got the car humping. It's got the fact that the monster is visible and interacts a ton with the cast, which is really cool. And it also has a really bizarre dance hall sequence where you get to see a bunch of old-timey dancing that's really funny. And then he eats everyone at the dance hall. So, like, it's really cool. But, yeah, it's a bad movie in the traditional sense. It definitely has camp value, though, I think. And if you're a fan of these B-movie monster movies, again, I'm not saying it's a great movie or even a good movie. I just personally think it's kind of entertaining in that B-movie way. The Blu-ray version from Synapse Films, like I said, this is actually the bonus on the Creep in the Creep Behind the Camera. But this wasn't just thrown on there. This is a new 2K scan of The Creeping Terror. How amazing is that? The print looks really good. It's really clean most of the time. There are some scenes toward the end where it gets a little bit rough. But this is amazing. Like, I never thought there would be a 2K scan of The Creeping Terror. And this is probably like the one time we would get it, and Synapse came through in the clutch and gave it to us. It looks really good. I never thought the movie would look this like clear and detailed. Like I said, it does have some rough spots in it, but come on, man. The Creeping Terror with a 2K scan? Like, somebody catch me after I faint. I was really impressed by how good the movie looked. It doesn't have a lot of extras. It just has a trailer, I think. But the disc itself does have a lot of extras that pertain to the main movie, The Creep Behind the Camera. And again, I'll do a separate review for that soon. So if you like B-movies, monster movies, cheesy sci-fi, bad monsters, check this one out, man. The Creeping Terror is a lot of fun. I think the best way to get this is in this Synapse package. Because once you see the movie and you start to realize that there's a story about how the movie was made, you'll want to hear that story too. And that's all told in The Creep Behind the Camera. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you like this review, please check out my website, markfusion.com. I've got hundreds and hundreds of other reviews there, including quite a few Synapse movies and from their Impulse imprint brand as well as other cold horror, exploitation, everything you could want, video games, everything. Seriously, everything. Lifetime movies. British TV shows, everything you can think of. I'm also on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram at Mark Fusion. You can follow me there and see what I got coming up, or you watch me play video games, or just talk shit to me, whatever you want to do. And I really appreciate you watching these videos. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please do if you like the videos. It would really help me out a lot. Otherwise, man, I just really appreciate you guys hanging out and watching these videos, and I hope to have some more up soon.